Hello everybody and welcome back to Subsistence. As you can see, I'm out and about. The weather is kind of behaving. Lake's still frozen. Nothing's changed. This is the first of what I think will be 2 quiet days after the mayhem in the last episode. And I've been putting off for some time a suggestion that was made some time ago actually about making a little hidey hole, fishing hut, gardening something down by the lake here. I've been putting it off because I don't really like fishing in these little lakes. You don't get salmon, you get crayfish, I suppose, well, small fish, lots of. I normally fish in the bigger lake. But after the last episode, Raven, thank you very much, commented, oh look, it's snowing. How about putting a little hut down here, initially with just a wood burner in it, and then when the weather is really nasty, like I think it's going to be today, I can use this as a stopping off point or a launch point, which would save me going all the way up and down that really cold mountain. And I think that's a really good idea, and it can double up as a sort of little fishing hut, maybe somewhere to keep some chickens, water on tap, and that sort of thing. So I've been looking around for where to put it, and I don't want to be over that side of the lake because obviously we're too close to Charlie. And there's no real advantage in being over there. There is an area over in that corner, but it's quite slopey. You know, it runs away at an incline. And I don't really want to use this rock because of the reeds if I do need to run and hide. But having said that, there are reeds pretty much everywhere. So I'm thinking this little bit here is probably the best. We've got a little bit of flat ground. The ice is slightly higher than the water anyway, so I think that bit of ice there will disappear when it all melts. So I've made a few things, as you can see, and I thought I would try a design that I've never really done before. Let's just see if we can get a level for this. A little bit higher, I think. So what I'm going to do is just put it on the water's edge. I want to make sure it's not too high off the ground when we get to the back, but on the other hand, don't really want it in the ground either, so I'm just trying to get a reasonable level for that, and I think that's pretty good there. So I want to give myself a little bit of room, obviously. So I'm thinking if we start with one of those, this bit's going to get a little tricky, because what I want to do is I'm going to put that foundation down and stick a wall on it. Incidentally, I haven't got any roofs. Well, I've got those two because I ran out of wood, or planks more correctly. So just going to put what we've got so far like that, and stick our roof on there. Make sure it goes in the right place. Okay, now the other roof is going to go next to it, that way round, and then I'm going to borrow that one until I manage to chop a bit of wood, and I'm going to stick that one next to that. You'll see why hopefully in a minute. I'm kind of hoping these will stick to those. Maybe not. No, it doesn't look like it. Okay, so we're going to have to borrow this one and flip it around. I'm going to just stick that on the end there, and then we can stick this on from there. It's a little bit high. It's kind of higher than I wanted it actually, because what I'm going to do is not have a foundation on those two pieces, so we can keep animals there should we need to. Yeah, I think that's too high, unfortunately. That's a little bit annoying because it's going to try and snap to itself and the walls and everything else now, so I'm going to have to move these. temporarily stick them out of the way. So we just need it about, well, about the width of that floor foundation piece lower. So that's actually pretty close to water level. The ground is obviously flatter than I thought. Okay, so let's pick that back up. And we want it somewhere near where it was, because the positioning of it was pretty good. Needed a little bit lower. I think that's okay there. If not, we'll have to move it again. Right, so just rinse and repeat now. Stick these all to there. And we don't need to do the roof just yet. So there's a reason I haven't put any windows in this. We're not going to be sitting here admiring the view. Yeah, I think I'll probably just do the roof the same way. You know, it is just simply somewhere to get out of the weather. Maybe do some fishing from, that sort of thing. No, that's wrong. Incidentally, that is a good way of leaving a gap should you want to, such as my murder holes that I made. And just build everything from a floor piece and then move the floor piece and rebuild things. One way of doing that. And right, now I need this curved one again. And just walk it round. That's right. Still got a bit of a gap there, but I think that's going to be necessary, unfortunately. Okay, now we can put this one back. And then I'll wall this in as well. Now I haven't tried actually a curved roof over a square foundation. Don't know whether that gives us enough coverage. Hoping it does, but if it doesn't, kind of stuffed. No, it doesn't. So we're going to have to just use any old roofing piece there, any old square roofing piece, and it may or may not look bad on the top. Okay, so we just need a couple more roofs and another doorway, or two, probably just one, and then have our little room here, put a wood burner in it. Oh, that's the wrong way round. There you go. Yeah, we'll have a wood burner in it to keep warm. Don't need stairs on it. The door on the front, obviously, and then the animals can hopefully roam around out there. I'm hoping that will be big enough for them. Water on hand, nice to go. So I did bring 20 nails with me so we can make some more roof pieces, but I need to make some planks, so you're gonna have to bear with me while I chop a few trees. Okay, so I'm still making a few planks. We've got some to be going on with, so I'll actually cancel those. That'll get us a start, at least. So the main thing I think initially is going to be a roof. So we definitely want another curved roof. And then the this final one I can either use a sloping one or this odd-shaped one, but I'm not sure which one's going to fit best next to this curved edge, because this edge here would fit, but then it won't match with the other one, and if I match with the other one then this one won't work. But I think that's the better one. But before I do put it make one, let me just see. Stick this on. Yeah, it kind of goes up to a point, and we haven't got anything that will do that. So I think if I match one edge, we'll be doing well, and that's going to be this one. And we're losing the light, so I just need a doorway and a wall for the inside here, and that's purely just a comfort thing. I don't think it'll make much difference to the heat. Can we do it from inside? Yes. Yeah, we're going to have to put a half wall up just to block that gap, aren't we? That's a little annoying. I don't... Or do I? I might have the stuff actually. Vertical half wall. 7 nails. No. Okay, so we'll remember that. So we need a doorway at least, and a wall and a half wall. Okay, so we're losing the light now, so I'm going to get back. I'm not expecting any attacks. I think we're good on that. We'll just collect that copper though. But obviously it starts getting cold, as you can see, -5 already. And you guys can't see anything in the dark, so there's no point in me trying to forage. I'll keep those 30 logs because we do need some more to put on the fire. And maybe chop some more tomorrow if we need more planks. Have a quick drink. So yeah, it might just seem like a quick day, but obviously I did a load of wood chopping, and I didn't start recording straight away. I sort of ran around and, as you can see, sort of found as much loot as I could. What are we doing? Put that in there. Those. Oop. And those. Okay, let's get in the light and the warm. There, and I've been keeping some logs up here just to save me going down when I need them for the fire, so I'm just going to add to that. And Raven, you commented on me not having a backup of health kits and bandages, but specifically health kits, and you were right, I didn't. I did have some bandages here, but I had used all the health kits, so thank you for pointing that out. I have, as you can see, subsequently made some more. Okay. So, that's good for a minute. I realise I'm getting quite hungry. Let's just see... mass will be the one we're waiting for. Oh, we got 100 mass. So, if I make another wood stove to put in our little hut... 7, 7, 3... Oh, just enough. And then the mass that reaccumulates, oh, it's only 75, that's nice. We can then just concentrate on lockpicks and things for the time being. I am considering a drill, thank you for mentioning that, but the problem I have with the drill in single player game, I'll leave that there for now, we know it's there. Yeah, the problem I have with the drill is it takes forever, and I'm fairly convinced that just running around and knowing where the rocks are, as I do now in this game, I think I can chop just as much, or in fact probably more ore with a pickaxe, as a drill is going to get me in an equivalent amount of time. So, at the risk of having to make more pickaxes, I can save all the hassle, all the energy usage on a drill just by knowing where to look. Later on in the game, when we're not bothered about power, we've got far more coming in than we need and that sort of thing, then yeah, I would probably put a drill up. For one thing, it's the only way you can reliably get water bottles, and I like to carry water bottles because you can carry 40 of them and it only takes up one slot in your inventory, whereas with canteens, I carry 2 canteens and that's 2 slots gone. So generally I would carry about 10 water bottles with me. That's more than enough. But of course, to reliably get those, you only get them from the drill. So the other thing I noticed we badly need to do, I noticed at the end of the last episode, we need to repair this. 2 planks and 2 scrap. I did see it at the end of the last episode, but I kind of forgot to mention it, and yeah, because the pistol has become quite our go-to weapon of choice at the moment. It's instant fire, cheap ammo, as the bow is cheap ammo, but it's not instant fire, so that's kind of why I've been doing that, and as you can see I have upgraded it. So it now carries 9 bullets, and I will upgrade it again. I want to try and do firepower on it as well, but all things in time. Right, so I'm going to wait the night out. There's no point in you sitting here with me unless you want to tell me some stories. Bedtime stories would be nice, seeing as I'm next to my bed. Just kidding. So what I'll do is I'll wait the night out and I'll bring you back in the morning when we can get out and about again. Good morning, welcome back. So it's just morning, we can just about turn that off now. Sun has just come over the horizon and nothing's happened. You haven't missed anything. You didn't do anything, so there was nothing to miss. Okay, so we're gonna need some more big meat. Plenty of little meat, need more big meat. Couple of rabbits for breakfast. Start the day off right. And we're going to need a chicken as well, I think. Take that with me. Right, let's have a look where the power mass is at. If I can get down the stairs. So not quite enough for a lockpick. We're going to have to wait for that to build up. Planks we're out of again. So it's going to be a little bit more chopping today, and I need to make sure I have, what did we decide, a doorway is 10, a wall is 10. Actually could put a window in that wall so we could look out over the chickens. That might be a good idea. Still 10. So 20 nails, we needed that as well. It's 27, and ideally 2 doors. So 27 and 16 is 43, I believe. We'll take those with us, and that just saves me worrying if the looting is bad. And nothing on that one, 1 on that one, and what did we decide? A window, wasn't it? So 2 on that one, and 2 for the door. Okay, planks we're going to get while we're out. So that just saves me having to worry about, I've been out looting but I haven't got enough stuff. So, let's have a quick run around. I'm going to drop this stove in first. Don't really want that on me while I'm running around. That's potassium. That's a wolf. I do want wolves, but not just yet. Okay. here we have our little hideaway. I'm not quite sure what we're going to call it. It's not really a hut. It's a... they call those things on stilts by a river or a lake. Can't remember. Let's put this in... I'm going to put it here, I think, because then if I am fishing I can benefit from the heat. Somewhere around there. Okay. Right. Trees. More trees. So I appreciate this is going to be cut out to save you the tedium of watching every tree being hit, but I'm combining yesterday and today anyway, so that should keep the video length at least reasonable. So I'll bring you back when I've got some planks. Okay, just while those planks are crafting up, I'm finding a few loot crates as I was chopping the trees, so I'm just going to have a quick run around because it's possible it's actually a good looting day. I don't want to miss the opportunity if there's plenty of crates around. That said, I'm not really seeing any. But thought we'd have a look in the nearby area. Plenty of plants. Not seeing any crates. Quick look on top of the hill here. A couple of irons. No, I just thought as there were a few crates down in the forest there, it may be, you know, a good loot day and I should, instead of chopping trees, I should be out looting. But looks like that wasn't the case. That's potassium, I think. No, not seeing anything particular. Okay, leave that now. We've got 24 planks, so I think that'll be enough. 25 now. And now we have one of those, and a couple of doors, I believe. Oh, and a half wall, wasn't it? Okay, get those cooking while we head back. So amazingly, the weather has held off. So that's yesterday and today. The two quiet days that we get without any attacks actually turned to be nice days. That's kind of nice. That's potassium as well. That's potassium as well. Wow. Actually looks more like iron, but it is potassium. Okay, let's go and place some of these pieces of kept a few logs back just to put to get us started, but I have been collecting fibres as well, so possible we got oh yeah, we got enough to make the fuel brick. And one of those as well. Would be helpful, wouldn't it? And something's growling at me, but don't care. Right, so I block that off. That one. I'm thinking the door is probably best off here. Don't think it really matters. I'll just change them around later anyway. But, window in there. Keep an eye on our chickens. And I always get confused which way round these doors open. I think that's inwards. I think we want that one inwards as well. So there we go. Nice comfy little establishment, for lack of a better description. I won't light the fire just now because we don't actually need it. We need the onion though. And there should be no shortage of firewood around throughout the year. Hit all the trees around the lake pretty much. So I think we're good. Actually, just before we head back looking for wolves, just see what this looks like from a distance. Yeah, can't really get a good shot of it there, can we? There you go. That's our little outpost, fishing hut, garden, chicken coop. I'm not quite sure what we're going to call it, but I'll let you guys come up with a name if it really suits you. You go ahead and come up with a name for it. Villa. Okay. Right, we need to put some meat in the fridge. I mean, proper meat. So, let's just see if we can get... Oh, nice. Can't see. See if we can get a couple of willing participants on the way home. Here's a big one. And where did the other one go? There you are. Oh, that's it. Hide behind a tree. You coward. Okay. Get this one first. One steak. It's not going to fill us up much, is it? I don't like shooting them on a hill. Let's come down to his level. Liver. So it looks like this is going to be one of something day. Now, where are all those wolves when you need them? They were trying to break into my door yesterday, so... or not yesterday, last episode. Now we want them, we can't find them. Careful, because that cougar could be anywhere up here. If all else fails, we'll have to go and get the double barrel and kill a few cougars. Should be some wolves here somewhere. That's the cougar, is it? wait for another day. What level are you? You're a 120. Well, given that I tend to get nipped by white wolves, I just put an arrow in it first just to get the health down a little bit lower on the stake. And I haven't got any spare shotgun shells, unfortunately. I've brought a half a dozen with me, really. Right, I'm actually going to stop there because although I've got one shotgun shell left, if I have a mishap and the first shotgun misses, maybe I'm slightly off with my aim, as happened in the previous episode, it takes too long to switch to another weapon, and in that time you can get killed. So rather than being greedy, I'm going to call a halt to the killing until I've got more shotgun shells. It means we can wash our hands. Okay, let's get this meat back in the fridge. And more potassium. Wow, potassium everywhere. That's not though. In case you were wondering, you can tell if you put your shadow over it, if it's a really dark sort of grey on the nodules there, then it's iron. If it still shines bright, then it's potassium. A little trick that I think it was Jimmy D was kind enough to share with us a long time ago. Okay, it's a little bit early to be coming home, but the sun will be going down very quickly. So I'll have a quick look on here. Let's get some ores on there. Not this time. And these, well, that one's going to need repair. That one, yeah, that one's doing okay. Maybe do with a little repair, but it's pretty good. Right, I'll get this meat in the fridge before it has a chance to spoil. Get that in there. And seeds in there. That's everything. Yeah, those can go in there as well. Excellent. 51. We don't need more than 50 in there, I don't think, do we? Put all this away. We'd have to make some more planks at some point, but I can do that off camera. I don't think you need to sit here and watch that. Okay. A couple of arrows. There we go. We're good. Right, how are we doing on power and mass? So we've got enough now for a lockpick, which is good. As a lot of you have mentioned, oh, did I pick up the wrong one? A lot of you have mentioned that in the winter, because although there are a lot of crates around, the contents are pretty poor. A good way of keeping up your income of loot in the winter months is just to make lots and lots of lockpicks. And you're absolutely right. That is a good idea. Thank you for that. I'm also aware we need to make, well, at least one more window. I think there's one up there that needs making as well. Yeah. And I think up here we're good, so yeah, I still need 2 more curved windows. Right. Something on there, haven't we? It's a little bit late to be going out looting now, because we're going to be losing the light very, very soon. So I think what I'm going to do is take this opportunity to check the plant bed. We'll get it fully watered, and not too worried about ash in that one. Give it a little bit, I guess. We've got plenty of ash. But this one, on the other hand, we do need to keep going. Carrots are ready. I'm waiting on 1 tomato. Chuck those in the fire and then we'll pick that and replant. And we'll replant with 2 of those. And I think tomatoes this time. So that'll be 8. We've got 1 lagging behind, so we'll just do the 3. And we'll come back for the water in a sec when it's melted. Okay. Yeah, those are taking quite a while. I think I'll chuck the fertilizer in there, the ash in there, because I don't really need it for anything else at the moment. And we have got loads of it, so... Oh, come on, down the stairs. Okay. So yeah, we've got absolutely loads of veg now. My preferred veg just to eat or carry around with me is the tomatoes, but carrots are pretty good as well. Just not as good as tomatoes. Okay, let's go and get that watering done. Probably going to need some more as well, I think. Yeah, could do. The problem at this time of year with the snow is that the snow doesn't water the plant beds. Which is kind of a nuisance, really. And to need a steak as well, I think, to fill this up, and I'll drink the water after I've eaten the protein because it always makes you thirsty. I think we've probably got time to just drop this water in and refill. Okay, so both plant beds are full to the brim with everything now. No excuse for them to not grow. And another day comes to an end. Now, tomorrow morning, I'm expecting Alpha and Bravo will attack. So I'm not going to hang around tonight, and I'll bring you that at the beginning of the next episode. Meanwhile, we've had a couple of good, nice, bright, sunny winter's days. No storms. We've got our insert name here base down by the little lake down there. Our stopping off point, a place to warm up. I'll probably end up putting a crate down there as well, simply because it's convenient to keep some spare logs hanging around and If I'm out and about looting, I might want somewhere to be able to drop a load of stuff off. So it kind of makes sense to have some kind of a storage down there. And you're going to need the store veg and things, so it does make a lot of sense. Right, let me just grab a little bit of water. Oh, there you are. Oh, too late now, I've washed my hands. I'd have seen him earlier, he'd have been in the fridge. Okie dokie. So, I'm going to wait for the Power Master build back up. Whether or not I use the lockpick, I think I'll probably make another one. And then at some point we're going to have to do a concerted effort to find a load of iron specifically, but a load of ores. So we'll have a day where we're just predominantly looking for ore. Loot as well, but predominantly ore. But for now, I think that's all I've got for you. I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you very much for tagging along with me on this little jaunt through Subsistence. And I hope to see you on the next one. Take care of yourselves now. Bye bye.